My name is Melanie Chansey, and I'm the Director of Patient Accounts at United Hospital. And the question that was posed to me is, how can the kids be ready for the 21st century workforce? The educational part of school is crucial. The maths and the sciences are where all the really good, high-paying jobs are. So obviously those are very important with anything. I think any job that you have is going to have some level of the maths and the sciences in them. The people that we see here at the hospital, the majority of our employees, associates, are nurses. So obviously they have gone down that path. The maths and sciences for nurses are obviously part of their degree, and they have to have it. Here in the patient accounting department, you do have to have a basic level of math skills. So any math really is important and can't be stressed enough. Although the educational piece is, you can't get anywhere without that, obviously. The social skills and the teamwork cannot be minimized either. We find that when we're working in groups and we're working in teams, everything we do is such an integral part of getting our goals accomplished that if we don't work together, it does not happen. We do find that the younger set of people that we have coming in, they do work really well in teams. They're not as closed off to learning new things, and they're not as they are more open to sharing their ideas and bringing people in and working as a group. The one thing that they are more lax about, though, is maybe getting to work on time and how they're presenting themselves, how they speak to and show respect for upper management level people and professionals. We all have a boss, and there's a certain way you need to talk and communicate, and sometimes that's not always maybe where we want it to be. I don't know if I mentioned dress code. I think I may or may not have, but dress code is really important too. How you present yourself when you're coming into the workplace. We are at times shocked by the way people come for interviews. Jeans and t-shirts and flip-flops, and you're so distracted by the clothes they have on. It's kind of hard to even really assess them for their not, and it's maybe unfair to judge a book by its cover, but that's the reality. Is you feel like, well, if you're kind of a sloppy dresser, then how do I know your work's not going to be sloppy, and how do I know your interpersonal skills aren't going to be sloppy as well? So it's a first impression. Basic interview skills, when you meet someone, to look them in the eye and shake their hand and speak very clearly and speak directly. That cannot be stressed enough either. Those first impressions that you make on someone. The work ethic is so important to take responsibility for your work. It's not the teacher's fault. It's not your friend's fault because they wouldn't quit talking to you in class. It is your responsibility to maintain your grades, to, if you get a part-time job, to be able to juggle and multitask all the things in your life, your sports, your school, and sometimes you have to make a choice. If you can't handle all that, you have to prioritize and say what's most important. Well, the schoolwork is got to be the most important thing. They can help each other get to where they need to be, but they have to want to, and they have to try to get out there and do it. There seems to be a lot of I shouldn't say a lot of, but there just seems to be a tendency towards some kind of laziness and not accountable, kind of blaming everybody else. Education is key, but I think that's there, and there's a lot of requirements I know on teachers to maintain a certain level, and there's testing all the time. I think that's pretty much solid. It's the rest of it, the social skills, the work ethic, how to just function in a daily environment with other people. But like I said, I think the workforce that we see coming out, for the most part, are pretty good. It's just some refinement, I think, that needs to happen.